My name is Kristen Allen, and I work for the Dixon Gallery and Gardens. The Dixon loves partnering with the Memphis Public Libraries, and we especially love participating in Explore Memphis. We can't wait to offer art and horticulture programming to libraries this summer. But in the meantime, I'd like to show you how to make a shadow puppet theater using everyday supplies. Here's what you'll need. You'll need a medium to large cardboard box, a regular piece of white paper, a piece of dark paper. This can be black or blue, anything that's not see-through. You'll need some tape or glue, a pair of scissors, and if you have a box cutter, that will make this process a lot easier, but you'll definitely need a grown-up to help with this step. You'll also need a stick for the bottom of your puppets. This can be toothpicks or a straw, a bamboo skewer, anything you have lying around that you can tape to your puppets. All right, let's get started. We're going to start by making the box for our theater. So you'll need a cardboard box, some scissors, tape, a piece of paper, and a box cutter really helps. Make sure a grown-up helps with this step because we're going to be cutting away sections of our box to display our theater. The first thing you want to do is to tape up any open sides of your box. Grab a grown-up for this next step. It's a little dangerous. Next, we're going to cut a rectangle from the front of our box. You can use scissors if that's all you have, but a box cutter definitely makes things easier. If you have scissors, poke a hole in one corner of your box and then cut a rectangle shape out of the front of the box. Make sure you don't go all the way to the edges because we'll need a space to tape our paper later on. Once you have a square or rectangle shape cut out from the front of your box, we're going to do the same thing on the back of the box. I'm using a box cutter this time, and you can see how much easier it makes cutting the box, but be very careful not to cut yourself. This is tricky for even grown-ups. The shapes don't have to match exactly, they don't have to be perfect. Choose which side you want to be the front of your theater. Then, cut a piece of regular paper to fit the front of your box. Use tape or glue to adhere the paper to one side of your box. Next, I'm going to make some scenery for inside my theater. I've got some black construction paper, something to draw with, and some scissors for this step. Think about the setting for your play. I decided I wanted mine to be outside, so I drew a tree and a moon, but you could create anything for your environment. Once you have your shapes drawn, cut them out. Remember, only the edges will show in your theater, so make sure whatever details you draw, you cut out, otherwise you won't see them. Once you have your shapes cut out for your environment, you can either glue them to the inside of your box or roll up a small piece of tape and tape them inside. Next, I'm ready to create my puppets. I'm using the same piece of black construction paper that I had earlier, and I decided that I wanted a fox as a character in my story. You can create anything you want. Once you've sketched out your character, carefully cut it out. Now we're going to create a stick to hold your puppet. Here I'm using a bamboo skewer, but you could use a toothpick or a straw. Tape the stick onto your puppet. Make sure that the tape doesn't stick out too far because you will see the edges whenever the shadow is created. Now I'm ready to put on my puppet show. I want a bright light to shine through the box and showcase the shadows that I created. So I'm using a flashlight set up on a bowl. But you could use a lamp or any other bright light that you have and just position it behind your box. Turn the lights off and put on your puppet show. If you want to hide the shadows of your hands, you can do that by making a few small adjustments to the project. Prepare your theater the same way that we did earlier in the video. Then, simply cut a small slit from the top of the box. When preparing your puppets, tape the stick to the top of the puppet instead of to the bottom. This will allow you to hold onto the stick and slide your puppet inside the box through the slit at the top, hiding the shadows of your hand and body. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to support the Memphis Public Libraries by engaging with their online content. Like, comment, and share all their activities through social media and their website. If you enjoyed this activity, you can find lots more art and horticulture activities at the Dixon's website at www.dixon.org/DixonAtHome. Thanks so much for watching. We hope to see you soon, and have fun exploring Memphis.